The Genie and the Mermaid. A long time ago, a genie found herself trapped in a bottle of seawater. This was a common occurrence for genies, so she didn't think much of it. She thought she'd be free in no time, but those days turned into months and then to years. Until one day, a beautiful young woman came across the bottle. As a thanks, the genie granted the woman 3 wishes. Ever since she was a little girl, Cecilia wanted to be a mermaid. She thought they were beautiful and majestic creatures. She would draw herself as mermaids and have her mother buy costumes for her. One day, as she was strolling along the beach of her hometown, she came across a chipped, grimy bottle. Intrigued, she took the bottle with her as she continued to walk in the warm sand. At first glance, the bottle seemed to be empty, and Cecilia was suddenly uninterested until a faint glow caught her eye. The glow was a beautiful turquoise color that reminded Cecilia of the gently flowing river close to her home. She was mesmerized by the shine, and she decided to open the bottle. The bottle seemed to leap out of her hand and fall to the sand softly. Wisps of violet smoke spiraled out of the bottle and emerged an elegant genie. To Cecilia, the genie was beaming with wisdom and ancient power. She thought this only happened in fairy tales. The genie thanked Cecilia for freeing her, and she was granted 3 wishes. Before the genie had the chance to explain the rules of the wishes, Cecilia interrupted her with a small squeal. Cecilia immediately knew what she wanted from the genie. She explained that she only needed 1 wish, and that was to become a mermaid. She wished for beautiful, pearlescent pink scales and green fins. She demanded the genie grant her wish now, not giving herself a second to think about her decision over. The genie asked Cecilia if she was sure of her decision, and Cecilia assured her she was. Cecilia felt herself being lifted off the ground, and she was surrounded by gusts of smoke. She could feel the genie's power coursing through her as she felt her transformation. The smoke carried her back to the ground. Cecilia glanced down at herself and realized she still had legs. Angrily, she shouted at the genie that transformation was a failure. The genie grabbed a mirror out of thin air and showed the girl her reflection. She was a mermaid, but not just a typical one. The top of her body was a fish, a pink one at that. She stared at herself in the mirror. This was not what she asked for. This was not what a mermaid was supposed to look like. The genie took the mirror back and explained that if one wanted to make a wish, they had to be very specific. You would have to explain your wish down to the last detail. The genie tried to explain earlier, but was rudely interrupted by the now reversed mermaid. Cecilia tried to use up the 2 remaining wishes she thought she had, but the genie explained that she only wanted 1 wish. The genie wished her a good day and was gone in the blink of an eye. In a panic, Cecilia swiftly dove into the ocean to never be seen by a human again. She would live with the sea life forever.